What if I told you there's a way to potentially lose weight without counting every single calorie or cutting out your favorite foods? Today, we're diving deep into the 16-8 intermittent fasting method, and I promise by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works, whether it's right for you and how to get started safely. But first, let me share something that might surprise you about when you eat versus what you eat. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Join our vibrant community and dive into a world of health and vitality. Your next favorite video is just a click away. Let's explore it together. Please make sure to listen until the end. We saved the best part of this video for last so that you won't forget any of the most important details that we shared with you. Now, let's dive in. Most people think weight loss is all about cutting calories and eating less food. But what if timing your meals could be just as powerful as changing what's on your plate? That's where intermittent fasting comes in, specifically the 16-8 method that's taking the health world by storm. So what exactly is this 16-8 approach? Think of it as creating a daily eating schedule rather than a traditional diet. Instead of focusing solely on what foods you can and cannot eat, intermittent fasting shifts the focus to when you consume your meals. The numbers are pretty straightforward. You fast for 16 consecutive hours, then eat all your daily meals within an 8-hour window. Let me paint a picture of what this looks like in real life. Imagine you choose to eat between noon and 8 p.m. You'd have your first meal at noon, maybe lunch around 2 p.m., a snack at 4 p.m., and dinner by 8 p.m. Then from 8 p.m. until noon the next day, you're in your fasting period. Alternatively, you might prefer a 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. window, which works better for people who like earlier dinners or have morning workout routines. During those 16 fasting hours, you're not consuming any calories, but you can absolutely stay hydrated. Water becomes your best friend, and you can also enjoy plain black coffee or unsweetened tea. The key word here is plain, no cream, sugar, or artificial sweeteners that might break your fast. Now, you're probably wondering what makes this approach so appealing to millions of people worldwide. The research is actually quite fascinating. Studies suggest that this eating pattern can naturally help people reduce their overall calorie intake without the mental exhaustion of tracking every bite. When you compress your eating window, many people naturally eat less food simply because there's less time to consume meals. Weight loss is often the primary goal people have in mind, and the science shows promising results. However, what's really interesting is that the benefits might extend beyond just dropping pounds on the scale. Research indicates potential improvements in blood sugar control, which could be particularly relevant for people concerned about metabolic health. Some studies also suggest possible benefits for heart health markers, though more research is still needed to fully understand these effects. But here's something crucial to understand. 16-8 intermittent fasting isn't necessarily superior to traditional calorie restriction when it comes to pure weight loss. If you eat the exact same number of calories in an 8-hour window versus spreading them throughout the day, the weight loss results are typically very similar. The real advantage might be behavioral rather than metabolic. Many people find it easier to stick with time-restricted eating compared to constantly monitoring portion sizes or forbidden food lists. There's something psychologically liberating about having clear boundaries around when you eat versus agonizing over every food choice throughout the day. However, and this is absolutely critical, this eating pattern isn't appropriate for everyone. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, your body has increased nutritional demands that require consistent fuel throughout the day. People who are underweight need to focus on maintaining or gaining healthy weight, rather than potentially restricting calories further. The situation becomes even more serious for individuals with a history of eating disorders. Any form of restricted eating can potentially trigger unhealthy behaviors or thought patterns. Additionally, if you have medical conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or take medications that need to be taken with food, you absolutely must consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your eating schedule. If you've determined that 16-8 might be worth trying, here's how to approach it intelligently. Don't jump into a full 16-hour fast on day one. Instead, gradually shrink your eating window over several days or even a week. Maybe start with a 12-hour eating window, then reduce it to 10 hours, and finally settle into your 8-hour target. Choose your eating window based on your lifestyle, not what looks good on social media. If you're a morning person who loves breakfast, maybe 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. works better than noon to 8 p.m. If you enjoy dinner with family or friends, the later window might be more sustainable. During your eating hours, focus on balanced nutrition rather than viewing it as an opportunity to eat whatever you want. Include protein sources, plenty of vegetables, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Avoid turning your eating window into a junk food free-for-all, which can completely undermine any potential benefits. Remember, this video provides general educational information only and shouldn't replace personalized medical advice. Every person's health situation is unique, and what works for others might not be appropriate for you. Before starting any new eating pattern, especially if you have health conditions or take medications, please consult with a qualified healthcare professional who knows your medical history. If this information helped clarify the 16-8 method for you, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing for more evidence-based health content. Drop a comment below sharing your questions about intermittent fasting or your own experiences if you've tried it before.